All right, let's get one thing straight right off the bat. You are not behind on AI. Seriously, you're not. Well, not yet anyway. Let's dive into this because the truth is, most people, they still don't really get how to use these tools well at all. And I'm dead serious about this. By the time we're done here, you're going to know more about AI than like 90% of the people out there. And hey, if you stick with me for the advanced stuff towards the end, we're going to get you into the top 1% of all AI users. Let's do it. Okay, so first things first, we have to pull back the curtain on what's really going on inside these tools. How does AI actually work? I promise you, it's not some crazy dark magic. It's actually way simpler than you probably think. Okay, so at its heart, an AI is really just a prediction engine. That's it. It's gobbled up a mind-boggling amount of human-created stuff. We're talking books, articles, podcasts, endless Reddit threads, and it's chopped all of that up into little pieces called tokens. Its entire job, its only job, is to predict the most logical next token. It's just like if I say twinkle, twinkle, little, and your brain just instantly fills in star, that's literally all AI is doing, just on an absolutely massive scale. So here's the most important takeaway from that. The quality of what you get out will never be better than the quality of what you put in. It's that simple. AI needs good info to give you good results. If you give it really detailed context, like you're telling a friend the whole backstory before asking for advice, you're going to get a brilliant answer. But if you just give it a one-line, lazy prompt, you're going to get a generic, totally useless response. Garbage in, garbage out. And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, the single most important skill you need to learn: how to craft the perfect prompt. Just to give you an idea, I was helping a founder recently who'd been tearing his hair out for 3 weeks trying to nail his marketing copy. I sat down with him, used the exact framework I'm about to show you, and 12 seconds. In 12 seconds, the AI spit out the perfect plan. He put it into action in 15 minutes and started getting customers. That is the power of a great prompt. So what's the secret sauce? It's this super simple 4-part framework. Number 1, role. You have to tell the AI who to be. Act like a world-class marketing strategist or be a snarky comedian. This helps it narrow its focus. Number 2, context. This is where you dump in all the background info, all the details, any documents you have. The more, the better. Number 3, the command. You got to be super explicit about what you want it to do. Don't be vague. And finally, number 4, format. Tell it exactly how you want the output. Give it to me in bullet points, or I need a table, or even make a CSV file I can pop into Excel. Role, context, command, format. That's the whole game. All right, so you get how to prompt now, but which tools should you actually use? There are so many, right? Well, my advice here is really simple. Go deep before you go wide. Think about it like learning a musical instrument. You wouldn't try to learn piano, guitar, and the drums all at the same time, would you? No way. You'd pick one and get really good at it first. It's the same with AI. The skills you learn on one tool will transfer to the others. So just pick one and become an absolute master at it. So, which one do you pick? Let's do a quick breakdown of the big 3. If you do a ton of writing, creative stuff, deep thinking, or even coding, Claude is kind of the king right now. It's fantastic for that. Now, if you need the absolute latest, up-to-the-minute info for research, or if you live and breathe in the Google universe, then Gemini is definitely for you. And for just general, all-around use, the Swiss Army knife with a bazillion integrations, you really can't go wrong with good old ChatGPT. Okay, check this out. If you've just followed everything we've talked about so far, you're already in the top 10% of people using AI. Seriously. But we're not stopping there. Now we're going to get you into the top 1%. We're about to get into the really advanced stuff. And trust me, this is where the real magic happens. This is where you unlock its true power. So the biggest mental shift you need to make is moving from what I call push prompting to pull prompting. See, most people push prompts at the AI. They do like 80% of the work, telling the AI exactly how to do a task. The pro way? Pull prompting. This flips the script. You just tell the AI the outcome you want, and you let it do the heavy lifting. The best analogy is this. Push prompting is like getting directions from a friend. Turn left at the weird-looking tree, then right at the gas station. Pull prompting is just typing your destination into a GPS and letting it figure out the absolute best way to get you there. See the difference? So how do you actually do that? It's a simple 4-step dance. Step 1, you give it the role and context, same as before. Step 2, you just state your desired outcome. Something like, I need an email sequence that turns cold leads into booked sales calls. Now, step 3, this is the secret weapon. You command it to ask me every single question you need to know to create this for me. And then step 4 is easy. You just answer the questions it asks you. You let the AI pull the genius out of you. Okay, to take this to a whole other level, you need to create what are called master prompts. Think of a master prompt as a user manual about a specific part of your life. You might have one for Dan the CEO or Dan the dad. It's a single document that contains all the crucial context, your goals, your voice, your background, for that specific role. When you give the AI this manual, it stops being a generic tool and becomes a personalized assistant that actually gets you. All right, next, pro-level tool in our toolbox, the system prompt. The best way to think about this is like a recipe for a perfect chocolate cake. You can have all the best ingredients, flour, sugar, chocolate, but if you don't follow the steps in the right order, the sequence, and the rules, you just end up with a gloppy mess, right? A system prompt is that reusable recipe for any repeatable task you do. It defines the structure, the sequence, the rules, and it guarantees you get a consistent, high-quality result every single time. And hey, want to see how the pros do it? Here's a little insider tip for you. A while back, the system prompts from some of the biggest AI tools, we're talking Perplexity, Notion, they all got collected and posted on GitHub. If you just search for system prompts and models of AI tools on GitHub, you can literally see the internal instructions that these incredible tools run on. It is an amazing resource if you're looking for inspiration. So look, now you know how to use AI better than almost anybody out there. But let's be real, these tools are changing by the day. They're getting smarter, faster. So the big question is, how do you future-proof yourself? How do you make sure you are never replaced? And that brings us to our final, and I think, most important section. It comes down to three things. Three uniquely human skills that AI, at least for the foreseeable future, just can't touch. And those are taste, vision, and care. That's it. Your personal taste, your vision for what could be, and your genuine care for others. These are your new superpowers in the age of AI. So how do you develop these? Well, for taste, you have to immerse yourself in excellence. It's like standing under a waterfall of the best stuff in your field. Follow the absolute masters, read their work, watch what they do, just consume the best of the best. The more you surround yourself with greatness, the more you refine your own sense of what's truly good. And for vision, you have to actively cultivate it. See, machines are incredible at optimizing what already exists, but humans, we imagine what doesn't exist yet. So you have to schedule time to just think, to get bored, to doodle, to explore weird ideas, to read things totally outside your industry. That's your job now, to have the vision, and then use AI as your tool to bring it to life. Look, AI is here to do the boring, the repetitive, the dirty work. That's its job. And what that does is it frees us up, it frees you up to be what you were always meant to be, a creator. So the only real question left is, now that the machines can do all that other work, what will you create?